Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves, because what I'm about to tell you isn't just gossip. It's the kind of bombshell that makes even TMZ choke on their morning coffee. Imagine this. Asian Doll, the self-proclaimed queen of chaos, suddenly hinting at a baby. Yes, a real-life baby, and the internet immediately losing its collective mind. But hold up, here's the real kicker. Whose baby is it? Lil Durk's? King Von's legacy reaching back from the grave? Or is there some third, shadowy player in this scandalous soap opera we've all accidentally subscribed to? Now, ask yourself, how far would someone go to keep a secret like this buried? We're talking secret meetings, late-night phone calls, and cryptic Instagram posts that fans are decoding like it's the damn Da Vinci Code. And let's not pretend this is just another celebrity drama. No. This is a potential legacy destroyer. We're talking about names that already come strapped with baggage heavier than a Louis Vuitton trunk. And now, an innocent baby smack in the middle of it. So tell me, if this child is real, if these whispers are true, are we about to see King Von's memory rewritten? Is Lil Durk about to face the scandal of his career? Or is Asian Doll pulling the ultimate clout-chasing card in hip-hop history? Stay right here, because once I peel this onion, you'll realize the tears aren't just from the drama. They're from a truth nobody wants to admit. All right, let's dive straight into the rabbit hole, because the scandal? It's juicier than a Thanksgiving turkey and messier than your cousin's relationship drama. We're talking about Asian Doll, Lil Durk, and the ghost of King Von's legacy, all colliding in one explosive mystery that has the internet pacing in circles like detectives who just binge-watch too much CSI. Now, here's the setup. Asian Doll, a woman who's made a career out of keeping her name on everybody's lips, suddenly drops hints about a baby. Not just any baby. No. This is a baby allegedly tied to the two most controversial names in drill rap history. Fans were already suspicious when she started posting cryptic tweets. Stuff like, "Some secrets can't stay hidden forever, and legacy lives on in ways you'll never expect." And you know what the internet does best? Overanalyze. Screenshots, zoom-ins, Reddit threads longer than a college thesis. Everyone started playing paternity detective. But wait, before we get too deep, let's rewind. Because to understand why the scandal feels like nuclear fallout, we need to revisit the history of everyone involved. First up, Lil Durk. Now, Durk's no stranger to drama. His rap sheet of controversies, longer than a CVS receipt. From courtroom battles to beefs with half the industry, this man's brand has always been trouble magnet. Add to that his reputation for romantic entanglements, and suddenly, the idea of him being wrapped up in a secret baby isn't just believable, it's practically predictable. Then there's King Von, may he rest in peace. Von wasn't just Durk's protege. He was a street legend, a storyteller, and for many, a symbol of Chicago drill's unapologetic rawness. But Von's legacy is fragile, always teetering between myth and controversy. So imagine the shockwaves when whispers surface that a baby might connect back to him. A baby that could either cement his name as eternal or unravel it like a cheap sweater. And of course, we can't forget Asian Doll herself. This isn't her first rodeo in the circus of public drama. She's been linked romantically to Von, but also had messy run-ins with Durk's camp, other rappers, and even fans. Let's just say, if drama were a sport, Asian Doll would have earned herself a Hall of Fame ring by now. So when she hints at a baby mystery, people don't just shrug it off. They foam at the mouth. Because Asian Doll never just spills tea. She brews a whole Starbucks menu of chaos. Here's where things get wild. Alleged sources. And by sources, I mean those sketchy Twitter accounts with anime profile pics claiming insider knowledge, started dropping claims that this baby isn't just real, but the father is one of two men, Lil Durk or King Von. And suddenly, fans were torn. Half of them screaming, "It's gotta be Durk's, he's messy like that." While others were clutching their pearls like, "No way, this is Von's legacy reaching from the beyond." Think about it. A baby tied to Von would instantly become hip-hop royalty, a living continuation of a legend cut short. But a baby tied to Durk? That's scandal central. It would mean betrayal, lies, and the possible implosion of everything he's built. And let's not forget, Durk's already juggling a high-profile relationship. A secret baby on top of that? Phew, somebody grab the popcorn. And here's the kicker. The evidence is everywhere. People claim Asian Doll was spotted at clinics, at private doctors, even allegedly seen hiding behind oversized hoodies and strategically placed purses. You know the drill. Celebrity pregnancy, disguised as 101. Then, cryptic captions start flooding her socials. Phrases like, "Truth always finds a way out," or "Some bloodlines can't be erased." Oh, she knew what she was doing. Teasing, feeding the frenzy. And boy, did it work. Twitter blew up. Instagram lives turned into FBI briefings. TikTok theories sprouted like weeds. One TikTok even went viral with over 2 million views, showing side-by-side comparisons of baby scans and Vaughn's baby pictures. Was it credible? Absolutely not. Was it entertaining? Oh, you bet your last dollar. And then the anonymous leaks began. Screenshots allegedly from group chats. Text messages supposedly between Asian Doll and unnamed baby daddies. Even blurred out photos claiming to be ultrasound images. Were they real? Honestly, probably not. But did people care about facts? Absolutely not. This is the internet. We don't want truth, we want chaos. Now, the narrative splits into two dramatic paths. On one side, you got Camp Durk, insisting that Asian Doll is dragging his name to the mud for clout. On the other, Camp Vaughn, treating this like some sacred prophecy fulfilled, that Vaughn's spirit lives on through this unborn child. And both sides, screaming at each other like WWE fans debating John Cena versus The Rock. And let's not ignore the sheer sarcasm of it all. Because Asian Doll, she's watching this circus unfold and loving every second. Every post she makes, every subtle like or retweet, is like tossing gasoline on an already blazing fire. She's mastered the art of staying relevant. And this is her Mona Lisa of manipulation. But here's where things really get dicey. Imagine for a second that the baby is Durk's. The fallout? Catastrophic. We're talking broken trust, ruined reputations, and a fan base ready to riot. Durk's enemies, of which he has plenty, would eat this alive. Memes, diss tracks, cancel campaigns. His career could take a hit so hard, even his auto-tune wouldn't cover the cracks. Now flip it, if it's Vaughn's baby, that's legacy on steroids. Vaughn's name will be immortalized. His family could step into a spotlight they never asked for, and suddenly, every song he ever wrote takes on a whole new meaning. Fans would rally, documentaries would double down, and the baby, instantly crowned as rap royalty. And if this all turns out to be nothing, if it's just smoke and mirrors from Asian Doll's clout-chasing playbook, then congratulations. We've all been played harder than a Netflix cliffhanger. But something tells me this isn't just another rumor. No, this one has too much traction, too much noise, too much energy. The question isn't the truth comes out, it's when. So buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you next will make you question everything you thought you knew about loyalty, legacy, and the dirty, unspoken games of the rap industry. So buckle up, because here's where the so-called investigation takes a turn from messy to downright scandalous. And trust me, this isn't the kind of stuff you'll see on CNN. Nope. This is raw, unfiltered, straight out the group chat journalism. The kind of story that makes even reality TV producers take notes. First things first, the leaks. Out of nowhere, screenshots started popping up online. One showed what looked like a doctor's appointment slip with the name A Doll scribbled across it. Another, a blurred ultrasound image of the caption, "The truth will hurt some of y'all." Now, are these receipts legit? Probably about as legit as your cousin's SoundCloud career. But that doesn't matter, because once the internet smells blood, it doesn't wait for facts. It pounces. And boy, did it pounce. Fans became overnight detectives. Reddit threads ballooned into 30,000 comment monsters. You had people comparing the baby's supposed ultrasound nose shape to both Vaughn and Durk like they were auditioning for an episode of Maury. I mean, really, some of these folks were putting more effort into this investigation than the FBI did on half their cold cases. But the crown jewel of all leaks? An alleged text exchange between Asian Doll and an unnamed rapper. The texts were sloppy, full of typos, and yet they screamed drama. You know this baby gone change everything. Stop playing W me. I said it ain't mine. Legacy don't lie. Truth gone come out. Now, who was the unnamed rapper? The internet decided it had to be either Durk or someone in Vaughn's camp. Theories spread faster than TikTok dances. And of course, Asian Doll didn't deny it. Nope. She reposted the screenshot with the caption, "Y'all not ready?" Oh! She knew exactly what she was doing. Meanwhile, Durk's camp scrambled. Anonymous insiders claimed his team was working overtime, calling blogs, sliding into DMs, begging people not to run with the story. Some even suggested hush money was involved. Big bags of cash thrown around to keep mouths shut. One Twitter account, claiming to be close to the situation, dropped this gem. "Y'all think this accident? Durk people trying to silence the truth. Dollar, dollar, dollar flying everywhere, aren't. And the fans? They ate it up like Thanksgiving leftovers. Hashtags exploded. Hashtag Baby Vaughn. Hashtag Durk Baby Drama. Hashtag Asian Secrets. Memes flooded timelines. One viral meme showed Maury holding up an envelope saying, "Lil Durk, you are the father." Another had King Vaughn's face photoshopped onto Obi-Wan Kenobi with the caption, "The legacy will live on." Internet comedy at its peak. But not everyone was laughing. Some fans felt betrayed, angry, even heartbroken. "If this baby really Durks, I'm done supporting him." One viral tweet read, racking up 50K likes. Another wrote, "Asian Doll playing with Vaughn's name like it's a toy. This ain't right." Suddenly, what started as a juicy rumor began morphing into a cultural debate about loyalty, grief, and respect. And then came the financial receipts. Allegedly leaked bank statements showing mystery payments from Durk's management company to Asian Doll. Large sums. 5 figures. 6 figures. Payments labeled under vague descriptions like personal assistance and medical reimbursement. Coincidence? Fans didn't think so. Conspiracy mode activated. A YouTube investigator. You know, the type, shaky voice, grainy webcam, anime posters in the background, uploaded a 40-minute breakdown titled "The Baby Conspiracy Explained." In it, he circled bank statements, zoomed in on blurry screenshots, and spoke like he'd uncovered Watergate. The video? 500,000 views in 2 days. But let's not forget the music angle. Because the moment this story broke, people started digging through Durk's and Vaughn's old lyrics like scholars decoding ancient scrolls. Suddenly, bars like, "I left something behind for the world to remember," were being cited as foreshadowing. Fans claim Vaughn was predicting the baby all along. Yeah, because clearly drill rappers are Nostradamus now. Still, the theories grew. Some swore that Durk dropped subliminal bars about keeping secrets in a recent feature. Others said Asian Doll's old Instagram lives held hidden clues, moments where she smirked, looked off camera, and whispered about legacy. When you want drama bad enough, you'll find it anywhere. And what about the families? Vaughn's relatives allegedly spoke up on private Facebook groups, furious at Asian Doll for dragging his name into chaos. One supposed cousin wrote, "We tired of this girl chasing clout off Vaughn's grave. She disrespectful. That baby ain't his." Screenshots of that post went viral. On the flip side, some claim Vaughn's mother was quietly supportive, hinting that the truth will come out in time. Which side is real? Nobody knows. But both sides fuel the fire. Meanwhile, Durk's fan base fractured. Some defended him, swearing this was all a smear campaign. Others jumped ship, calling him reckless and selfish. Think about it. One rumor, and suddenly, his carefully crafted image as a loyal partner and grieving friend collapses like a house of cards. An Asian Doll? She's thriving. Every post, every selfie, every cryptic caption racks up thousands of comments. She's trending daily, her name plastered across blogs, her streams climbing. Whether this baby exists or not, she's winning the attention game. As one fan sarcastically tweeted, "Asian Doll, the first rapper to get a career boost from a pregnancy test." But the question still hangs in the air. Whose baby is it really? Is this a real scandal with life-altering consequences? Or just the biggest marketing stunt hip-hop has ever seen? Because the internet doesn't care about babies. They care about narratives. And this narrative? It's shaping up to be Shakespeare with auto-tune. And just when everyone thought it couldn't get crazier, rumors of legal involvement began bubbling. Allegedly, Durk's lawyer sent cease and desist letters to smaller blogs spreading the story. Others whispered that Von's estate was considering legal action against Asian Doll for defamation of legacy. Imagine that. An unborn baby triggering lawsuits before it even enters the world. You can't make this stuff up. Or maybe you can. Because here's the catch. We still don't know if this baby even exists. Let that sink in. All this noise, all this chaos, and there's no hard proof. No birth certificate. No confirmed pregnancy. Just whispers, screenshots, and the most effective game of internet telephone in recent memory. So why does it matter? Because perception is reality. In the court of public opinion, Asian Doll has already planted the seed. Fans believe, theories thrive, and Durk? He's on defense whether he likes it or not. Von's name is back in headlines, for better or worse. And the industry? Watching closely, popcorn in hand. But here's the thing, this story isn't slowing down. If anything, it's accelerating. And what happens next could make or break reputations permanently. Because if new evidence drops, if someone credible finally steps forward, this goes from rumor to bombshell. Careers on the line. Legacies redefined. The internet will explode all over again. And if nothing comes out, if it fizzles, then Asian Doll just pulled off the greatest clout heist in hip-hop history. Either way, buckle in. Because in part 3, we're diving headfirst into the fallout. The alleged investigations, the looming legal battles, the financial stakes, and the devastating consequences this baby mystery might unleash. So here we are, the point where gossip turns into fallout, where whispers turn into courtroom whispers, and where one baby rumor is shaking an entire empire. What started as screenshots and cryptic captions has now snowballed into something that feels bigger than a scandal. It feels like the kind of story that decides careers, rewrites legacies, and maybe, just maybe, forces the entire hip-hop industry to check its skeleton-filled closets. Let's talk about the legal storm. Because apparently, lawyers are circling this case like sharks around a bleeding seal. Multiple insiders, yes, those ever-reliable insiders, claim that Lil Durk's legal team has been drafting documents to protect his image. Words like defamation, false claims, and character assassination have been tossed around. Some even whisper that hush agreements were on the table, that Asian Doll might have been offered a lucrative settlement to keep quiet. Did she take it? Clearly not, if we're all here still talking. Then there's King Von's estate. Von's family has allegedly split down the middle. Some relatives furious at Asian Doll for exploiting his name, others cautiously curious about whether this baby might actually be real. Imagine the family tension. Thanksgiving dinners ruined forever. Sources even claim there's been talk of paternity test demand from Von's estate, as if science itself can resurrect closure from a grave. And if you think the industry isn't watching this with popcorn and binoculars, think again. Rival rappers are already weaponizing the scandal. Sneak disses have allegedly started popping up in tracks. Lines about fake legacies, baby mama drama, and truth buried deep like Von. The drill scene loves blood in the water, and this is an ocean of opportunity. Every Durk hater, every Asian Doll critic, every Von diehard, they're sharpening their lyrical knives, ready to pounce. Meanwhile, social media has turned the whole thing into a 24/7 reality show. Twitter spaces with thousands of listeners dissecting the drama like law professors. TikTok creators making baby timeline conspiracy charts with pushpins and red string. Instagram meme pages dropping content so fast. Even CNN anchors probably double tap in secret. At this point, the baby mystery isn't just gossip. It's a cultural event. But the financial consequences? Oh, they're brutal. Durk sponsorship deals allegedly put on pause. Brands don't like controversy unless they're selling it themselves. Concert promoters nervous, whispering about risk management. Asian Doll, on the other hand, is allegedly seeing a spike in streams, merch sales, even booking requests. The scandal is basically printing her checks. And Von, his posthumous catalog streams, through the roof. Tragedy, chaos, mystery, they always sell. And here's the kicker. Some bloggers claim there's government attention. Imagine that. federal agencies allegedly monitoring money transfers, hush payments, suspicious bank activity tied to the scandal. I mean, can you picture it? The FBI is sitting in a conference room, clicking through memes of Maury saying, "You are the father." This is peak 2025 energy. But let's pause and look at the human side. Because underneath all the memes, the theories, the chaos, if this baby is real, then there's an actual child at the center of it. A child who didn't ask to be born into a tornado of headlines and hashtags. That's the tragedy here. In the pursuit of clout, legacy, and scandal, the innocent gets lost. Asian Doll knows this. Durk knows this. Vaughn's family knows this. And yet, nobody's backing down. Because in the rap game, silence is weakness, and attention is currency. So where does that leave us? With 3 possible outcomes, each more dramatic than the last. It's Lil Durk's baby. If that's true, buckle in. His career takes a massive hit. His personal life implodes. His enemies dance on his downfall, and Asian Doll cements herself as the most cunning mastermind in hip-hop drama history. It's King Von's baby. Suddenly, Von's name is immortalized, his family thrust into new fame, documentaries greenlit overnight, and the baby becomes a living, breathing extension of his legacy. Asian Doll is hailed as the keeper of the flame. Her status skyrockets, and Durk, he's left looking like the side character in Von's epic saga. There's no baby at all. If that's the truth, then congratulations. You've just witnessed the greatest clout heist of the decade. Asian Doll played the internet like a violin. Durk got dragged to the mud. Von's name got retrended, and fans learned absolutely nothing, except that they'll fall for the same circus again tomorrow. Whichever way the truth lands, one thing's guaranteed. This scandal will echo for years. Songs will reference it. Documentaries will analyze it. Fans will argue about it on Twitter anniversaries. And the phrase, Asian Doll's baby mystery, will forever be etched in the messy history of hip-hop. But before we wrap up, let me leave you with this. Why do we care so much? Why does a rumor about a baby have the power to shake fan bases, fuel conspiracies, and ruin reputations? Maybe because deep down we all love the mess. We all crave the drama. And in a world where fame is fragile and legacies hang by a thread, a single baby rumor is enough to set everything ablaze. Call TO Action, 300 words. So here's the million-dollar question, the one that has divided timelines, broken fan bases, and turned the internet into a courtroom. Who's the real father? Is it Lil Durk, the man whose career already carries enough scandal to fill a Netflix series? If so, are we about to witness the ultimate downfall of one of rap's biggest names? Or is it King Von, the fallen legend, reaching out from beyond the grave to leave behind a legacy so powerful it shakes the culture to its core? Or, brace yourselves, is the biggest plot twist of all that there's no baby at all, and we've all been pawns in Asian Doll's grand clout chess game? Think about it. Every meme, every hashtag, every insider leak has only one goal: to keep you hooked. And guess what? It's working. You're still here, still glued to the screen, still waiting for the next breadcrumb of chaos. That's the genius of this scandal. It's less about the truth and more about the spectacle. So I want to hear from you. Drop your theories in the comments right now. Whose side are you on? Do you think Durk's lawyers are covering up the mess of the decade? Do you think Von's legacy has found its living continuation? Or do you think we've all been duped by the queen of controversy herself, Asian Doll? Hit that like button if you're as shocked as I am. Subscribe if you want the truth the blogs won't tell you. And don't just watch, be part of the investigation. Because in this saga, the fans aren't just spectators. They're the jury. And this trial, it's far from over. Stay tuned. Because if there's one thing I've learned, it's that in the world of hip-hop scandals, the truth is never the final word. The drama always finds a way to outlive it. And now we're left with a question that refuses to die. Who's the real father? Is it Lil Durk, the hitmaker whose public image is already dangling by a thread? If it's him, then we're looking at the biggest hip-hop betrayal of the decade. Or is it King Von, whose name, even after death, continues to dominate the conversation? Imagine the power of that revelation. A baby born carrying the weight of a fallen legend's legacy. And then there's the third possibility, the wildest twist of all, that there is no baby. that all of us, yes, even you watching right now, got played in the greatest clout scheme hip-hop has ever seen. So I'm putting it to you, right here, right now. Drop your theories in the comments below. Who do you think is the father? Or do you think the baby itself is a myth? Let's see who's Team Durk, who's Team Vaughn, and who's Team Asian Doll just fooled us all. But don't just comment, engage. Smash that like button if you think the scandal is the most shocking thing we've seen all year. Hit subscribe if you want more unfiltered, no-holds-barred breakdowns of the stories the mainstream media is too scared to touch. And don't forget to share this video with your friends, because trust me, they need to see this chaos for themselves. This isn't just a story, it's a cultural moment. And you're part of it. The fans aren't just the audience anymore, you're the jury, and the verdict is still wide open. So buckle in, because if there's one thing we've learned tonight, it's this. In hip-hop, the scandals never sleep, and the truth is always messier than the lie.